new toy to play with. Got myself a nice AC/DC TIG welder.
I'm the welder, that's the machine.
Yeah, he's the welder, that's the machine. Got a bottle of argon gas here. Got this from, came from Poland. It's called Power S or Stammer. I think it's Stammer, I think it was called. It's on the side. Well, there's the model number anyway. Taking about 3 weeks to come here, but it's here, and we're going to give it a test. Got some alley set up. Got the torch ready. We've got some rods.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. Got the dog. Nice bit of kit. It looks okay. It hasn't broke yet. So hopefully, yeah, I was going to say that's not going to work with the earth clamp on there.
Wood welding.
Oh, I know what. I do have a metal platform
that
was like that you put on the ladders to walk across.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I'll go and get that.
Okay.
There we go. That's the setup. See if it works. Right, so we're gonna have a go. We're gonna.
I mean, I know it'll be good for welding anywhere between 0.5 up to about 7 or 8 mil.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
Oops.
So we're gonna try this and out. We're gonna tap this together.
Yeah.
So I can have a big practice later on.
Yeah. I'll tack it at the bottom. So, you ready?
Yep.
You ready, Brody? You should really wear gloves when doing that.
Yeah, we've got gloves. I'll go and get them in a second. That looks quite good, that, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, it's nice and clean, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So really, this
So you'll
welder,
be able to get like a nice weld on the inside of that, like a nice.
So your welder that you have that you use professionally every day, it's quite an expensive one, isn't it?
Well, it was more expensive than that, but I don't necessarily think it's any better than that.
Right. Yeah, well, there you go.
Because that's a nice stable arc. The one I've got will only do stainless steel and mild steel, whereas that'll do AluMInium, but it doesn't seem to struggle at all. This
AluMInium. Yeah. That's the proof. This time we're going to do a long run, or what would you call that?
I'm only going to do about an inch or so, but I've left about a milli gap in the middle so we can get good penetration.
And is this working okay with this earth clamp just on this metal bit and just resting the alley?
It's just fine, It's working really well. The main part is just making sure that the AluMInium, or any weld piece really, especially with TIG, is clean. I know some people say that you should clean it with acetone, but you know, how far do you go?
Oh, right, okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm behind the camera. Look at that. I'll be quite happy with that.
Varnish it and hang it on the wall for the kids.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a go.
A bash there.
Just don't want to be
right to left or left to right, whatever you fancy. Just make sure you're comfy first.
Yeah. I want to be about a quarter of an inch away, don't I?
Yeah.
Out there?
Yeah, you're about right. Okay.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
It's a walk. Yeah,
So
but that bit was good though.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? You start off when it's thick. It takes a little while to heat up. You start to weld, and then it starts to melt away in front of you quite quickly. So that's usually when you speed up.
Right, okay. I'll try and see if I can go a little further in there. Or do you think it's going to be awkward getting around that corner with the...
Turn it over. When you introduce angles into it, like going uphill or downhill, that's when it becomes difficult.
Should I just try doing that?
Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go.
Then I know.
I can tell you're keen. Go on, give it a bash. You got your mud guards on?
Put my mud guards on. My mud guards? Right, I'll start off. Shall I start off in this corner here rather than there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker on the corner and might be easier for you.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, yeah.
I couldn't actually see what I was doing with that. I couldn't tell.
Kind of in the way of yourself.
Yeah. Now,
It looks alright though.
Yeah. Well, why is mine black and when you done yours?
That's usually the gas. Maybe you were pulling away from the job. You know, so the gas.
At the last couple of seconds, you mean, or?
Yeah. So you'll have been welding alright. You'll have been quite close to it, and then as you were working up, maybe you were getting just a little bit further away from the workpiece.
Right. Yeah, because I couldn't really tell where I was there.
Right.
And I had my left hand was freehand, so I was like.
Wobbling in midair.
Yeah, wobbling.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was sitting on the floor yesterday when we were trying it. Because I think the most important part is to be comfortable, and then you don't.
Yeah. What about then? Oh.
Yeah, on the edge.
Yeah.
Get a clamp or something, or do you think it'll?
I do have a clamp. I mean, about the bloody battery.
Something heavy to put on it.
What about a close peg? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you can see where you blew through from the other side. No, but it means there's plenty of penetration. It just goes to show, you know, it's not like a weak weld.
Just so you know, safety first.
Yeah.
I mean, I have got shorts on.
50 seconds. Yep. There's the.
Right.
It's good the way you look at this through the camera like this.
Yeah, it's
not look
good.
at it direct.
Yeah. No, I was quite chuffed when I realised that yesterday. I thought, oh yeah, I can see what you're doing.
Okay.
Try and get comfortable.
You ready?
Right. Okay. Ready?
Oh, it definitely stuck.
Another go?
I'll go that way instead. I'll go that way.
And I'll come around this side.
There he goes. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I've only done maybe a week's worth of value welding. Solid, if you know what I mean. Most of my stuff's just been stainless.
Yeah, but you've been welding for years, those.
Oh yeah, but I'm not a welder, am I?
Yeah, no, I'd be happy with that. What I noticed was when you had that filler rod. I mean, I've been going like at this kind of angle. You were like quite shallow.
I think I was kind of like that, so you could see.
Ah, right.
But to be honest, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what angle, as long as it ends up in the pool.
Yeah.
Because it's the angle of your torch and how you move along that really matters.
Yeah.
Again, it's a case of just make sure you're comfortable.
Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable, you're okay.
Yeah. No, that looks really good. That.
Apart from where I started, it's a bit bulbous. But again, it was cold where you start.
What about, you know, when I've been MIG welding in the past, you chamfer the edges, don't you, and you fill the gap in? Should you be doing that with Ali? Or?
I suppose it depends what it is, but with aluminium, especially when it's not that thick, if you chamfered it away, you'd probably blow it away.
Yeah.
You know, whereas with this, you're kind of waiting for your pool to form.
Yeah.
You're getting very good penetration. If you chamfered it, I think it would probably blow it away to nothing. If it was thicker stuff, yes. But on the thinner stuff, no.
I think really we'd have to do a cross section. Maybe just cut a piece out, and you can really cut that out with a different angle, really.
Yeah.
Out,
well, as an example, the one that you were welding there, You can see the penetration you got.
Oh yeah, it went straight
No,
through.
but I don't even mean that. I mean even there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So that's obviously
You do get
that quite well.
good. And if you try and whack that about a bit, you'll probably snap the metal either side as opposed to the weld.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, like on that one at the end, I always feed a load more in because it tries to shrink back. If I didn't, you would notice a crack form.
Right. One thing as well, when I was finishing off, I'm like thinking, oh, how do I finish off here? So what? I saw a video the other day. He didn't have a button on there. Well, he had a gas knob and he controlled the gas. So it was like a hot start, or whatever you call it.
Well, on here, you've got your up slope, your down slope. So when you're done, you could actually take your finger off your button and the power would just gradually fade away to nothing. We can try that if you want.
Oh, well, it was mainly to do with the gas, because he'd done that. He'd done like a hot start to start it.
Yeah.
And then when he finished, what he'd done was he pulled it away to get away from the arc. And then went back in again just for the gas, just so he...
Right.
It cooled
so
down.
post-flow, pre and post-flow sort of thing.
No idea.
I think you've got that on here as well, have you? Yeah, there's your post-gas.
Yeah.
So if we turn that up a bit, when I take my finger off, the gas should stay there for a bit.
Ah, right, maybe.
Should we try that?
Yeah, we'll try that.
So you'll notice the power's starting off quite slow there, quite low.
Right.
I don't know when it's going to ramp up. Actually, I wonder if I need to... That didn't seem to ramp up there.
Yeah, it's... You broke it.
No.
I mean, it's just it's like a computer, that, isn't it? With all those dials on. Unless you know what you're doing, which I don't yet.
Try it on the pulse instead. So pulse frequency of pulse gas, clean width. So that was on pulse.
That's quite good.
That looks alright. Press the button, away you go.
Away you go, yeah.
The Americans always seem to use pedals to vary the power when you're welding.
Yeah.
I don't really think you need it.
Well, I had it in mind that I had to have a pedal as well, because I've been watching American YouTube videos and...
But can you see how it's quite clean, that?
Yeah.
And there is a thing on there, what's it called at the bottom right?
Bottom right? Clean width.
Yeah.
So you've turned that up?
And I can't remember what it is. It's, you know, when it flips from like AC to DC. I think it's something to do with like when it flips one way, it's cleaning the surface. When it flips the other way, it's welding, and it's like fluctuating between the two.
Right.
Yeah. So you know that how much clean and how much weld you're getting. If you know what I mean. You know your bias one way or the other. But I've never had to do that.
It's gone over my head a little bit.
Yeah, well, same here. I mean, ready?
Yep.
So that was 2T40. You know where you press your finger on once to get it to start.
Right.
Press it again.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't like the idea of that.
Where's that?
Yep.
damn clever. I mean, if you weld all day, every day, and you weld weird and wonderful materials, and
I think it's something you would just learn once you get into it a bit more.
I think the pulse is the only thing I ever learned when I was at Stamos. I didn't use anything else.
What setting have I got it on the gas? Is that?
On 5 yesterday.
I thought you said 20 or something. No, no, it couldn't have been on 20. So that's on 5, just over 5.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do that again.
I've only gone about 4 amps,
Right.
but it might make all the difference. Okay?
Right, ready?
Yeah. Well, that looks alright, isn't it?
Oh, I'm pleased with that.
Do I get the angle grinder on it and make it shine?
Why is it cutting out?
You're probably going too far away from the workpiece. Oh, you nearly got it though.
Yeah, I thought I did have it actually. Yeah. Right, ready?
Yeah. Oh, it's got it there.
I'm like that though.
Oh no.
Yep. Yeah.
Comfortable position number 3.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more than that, isn't it? It's probably 500.
I can't count beyond 7. So.
Oh, okay. Right, ready?
Okay. Nice.
It's getting there.
That looks good considering it sounded like you were knitting rather than...
Yeah, it just kept on cutting off, but I wouldn't have said I was too far away. I thought I was too close, if anything. And I didn't want this to stick to it again.
Yeah. Well, if we try the stainless steel, you'll...
But your lens thing, it is flickering on and off as well.
Oh, no, it's it has been battered a bit, but if we try the stainless or the mild, you'll notice it's silent compared to that.
Right.
You know, because that's, you're sort of hearing the fluctuation of current.
Right.
You won't hear that with stainless or mild steel. It's silent.
So we're going to try some mild steel. So we've got stainless steel filler. We've sharpened the tungsten. And you're going to do this first, and I'll do the other bit.
So we've just hooked the machine over from AC to DC.
Oh, right. Which one was that?
Second one in.
That one. Ah, right.
And interestingly, on this, you don't have to change your leads over. All the sets I've used in the past, you'd have to change the torch over from the negative to the positive.
Well, it did say that in the instructions, didn't it? We didn't have to. So,
Yeah.
so we could
I've
still
never
be
done
wrong.
a set like that. Yeah, it could still be wrong. You see what I mean about it being quiet?
Really? That is crazy.
You can do this in the house.
That's so quiet. That is unbelievable. That.
Really hold that, but that screen being a bit dodgy when you strike up, it's difficult to tell what the hell's happening. But with a mild steel, you can just arc up and get yourself Of course, the sound's nice and quiet, so when the missus is asleep, you can be practicing welding.
Ready?
Yeah.
So a bit.
Yep. Yeah, there's you are. Stainless is much easier than this. I don't know what it is about stainless. I don't know if it's just so clean and bright you can see exactly where you are.
I'll go here.
Okay.
Right. I think I've got a hole in there. Okay. It was first attempt. There's Ned.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Fire watcher's in position.
Here's what I done earlier. Yeah, I think that's a wrap. Get yourself one of these. There you go. I'll put the link in the description below.